Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Monday Matt Channel, and we're coming up on the release very soon. I think this week of the Connors, the 12th season of Roseanne, so to speak. A whole new show minus Roseanne. It's been a mess for months. I didn't think they were going to renew it. They brought it back minus her. They're going to kill off her character, supposedly, according to her at least. And they're also worried that that it's gonna crash and burn. They regret canceling the show, right? Because they fear that it will flop without her. And I'm going to be honest with you, it will. This will be the last season of the show, which sucks. It sucks because I've grown up with this show. I loved the 10th season. I loved the new characters. I liked the direction of the story. I thought Roseanne was great. I liked everything about it. And then she made that dumb tweet, and they knee jerk reacted, fire her. And I didn't support it. In fact, I did a video saying that the left lost out on a very teachable moment with this situation because they could have used it as a redemption arc for not only her, but her character to talk about these issues. She would have gladly done it. She would have gladly done something like that. But then Bob Iger's like, oh, we don't want to ruin anyone. They didn't want to screw with the $72 billion Fox deal, in my opinion, at least. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. But anyway, let's take a look here at the story. Now, ABC is allegedly worried about their decision to cancel the Roseanne revival and fire the show's star. According to an October 11th report by the Daily Mail, network execs at ABC are worried that the show's spin-off series, The Connors, isn't going to do well without Roseanne's character. Well, here's the thing. The show is going to do very well for its opening numbers. There's going to be curiosity about how the show is going to live without her and what they're going to do as a way to keep it afloat. So yeah, the first week's, maybe second week's numbers are going to do very good. And if the show doesn't have any kind of humor, if they're trying to play up something as a gimmick, or they're trying to be, I guess you could say, mean-spirited in the face of what happened, it's going to lose middle America, which is quite frankly one of the reasons why the show was doing so well. Fox brought back Last Man Standing, and it's dominating the nights that it's on. So again, this is really stupid. Now, sources inside the network claim that the Connors may not be well received by fans who are angered at Roseanne's firing, and that some execs believe that Barr's termination was too quick in a knee-jerk reaction following her racist Twitter comments about former Obama staffer Valerie Jarrett. Now, I don't know about how you interpreted her particular comments. The way I viewed them was not like how people took them. Some pictures of Valerie Jarrett, she looks very similar to Helena Bonham Carter's character in Planet of the Apes. There is that. That is undeniable. You can't. It's terrible that that's a connection people can make, but I've seen the pictures and it looks like that. The way I view it though is she mentions the Muslim Brotherhood equals or plus Planet of the Apes equals Valerie Jarrett, and then later on Roseanne said, "I thought she was white." So there's that. But the Muslim Brotherhood is extremely authoritarian. Planet of the Apes is extremely authoritarian. My personal take on that, and many others actually feel the same way, was that it wasn't a racist tweet. It was very much just talking about authoritarianism and how she viewed Valerie Jarrett. Now, I could be wrong in that take. That is how I first read it, right? That's how I first read it and everything else. But then it was a knee-jerk reaction to fire her. And I personally believe they were looking for any reason to get rid of Roseanne. I do. I think they're looking for any reason, any kind of whiff of controversy, boot her, but they already knew who she was when they brought her back. They already knew who she was when they did all that stuff. And what I don't understand is that Roseanne's company, or it's not, ABC didn't own Roseanne. It's owned by another company. They could have taken it to another network, right? They could have taken it to another network. I'm pretty certain Fox would have picked it up in a heartbeat if it would have been on the table. But then again, who knows? Who knows? Now, it says here, we didn't think it through properly. What Roseanne did was wrong, but we shouldn't have rushed to fire her. It was almost a knee-jerk reaction by Ben Sherwood and Channing Dungey, who should have launched an investigation. This would have given them more time to listen to the public, advertisers, and cast members to determine the best decision, which is true. Now, granted, Sarah Gilbert, Michael Fishman, all came out and basically just denounced Roseanne right away. They denounced what she said. John Goodman has actually come out and been like, look, I know her. I've known her for 20 plus years, almost 30 years. She is not a racist. Like you can tell that he has a very deep affection towards Roseanne. You can tell that John Goodman loves Roseanne as not only the character, but also, but also the person. And you can tell that he felt gutted by the situation. If you look at him from last season to this season, he has dropped like 20 more pounds. It's weird. He's very thin John Goodman from what I saw in the previews. And I'm wondering if that kind of stress had anything to do with it, because that was a fast weight loss. Now, the insider went on to reveal that other options could have been exhausted to save Roseanne and Barr's job after the scandal, saying they could have suspended her from the first few episodes without pay and then had to return later on in the season. I mean, the season finale saw Roseanne going to the hospital for knee surgery. While they worked out her fate, the character could have faced serious complications and fought for her life, while simultaneously making Roseanne fight for her career with a national apology tour, which is exactly what I said. Right? We have to go to do away with this cancel culture shit. We have to do away with that. We have to stop completely vilifying people for everything, and getting rid of them for one mistake, right? Or even a couple mistakes. Like, people need to be more empathetic and more understanding of apologies, and not everyone's going to be perfect, and people screw up all the time. Roseanne said some dumb shit, but it destroyed everything, right? It destroyed everything. And then she was already having a tough time. She said herself that the hours on set were just too much. There was just too long of hours. Damon Wayans is quitting Lethal Weapon after season 3 because of the 16-hour work days. He's like, I'm a 58-year-old diabetic. I'm tired. I'm too old for this shit, literally. And Roseanne made similar comments. It actually talks more about how the system, how Hollywood pushes people to go on set for, we're talking 10 to 16 hours a day. The average person works 8 hours. When you go and you work on a movie, you're not working on a movie for like 8 hours at a time. You're there as long as you are there. I have been on shoots that were supposed to be 5 hours that turned into 15 plus hours, and I was only paid for the 5 hours each day. That really angered me, but that was a long time ago. I'm saying these things happen, but it has a wear and tear on your body, and the older you get, it gets harder to do. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of put that out there about how Hollywood is, how the filmmaking industry is. Now, Roseanne's Twitter controversy blew up quickly, with many celebrities speaking out on her racially insensitive tweets. Even multiple members of the Roseanne cast, as well as other ABC shows, spoke out about the comments and applauded the network's decision to terminate their affiliation with Barr almost immediately. Again, cancel culture is a thing. Cancel culture is where we are. And that is unfortunate. People make mistakes. They say stupid things. Twitter is not the place to have a conversation. It is a place to fire off shots about stuff while you take a poop. That's about it. That's what Twitter is. But we treat it as this moral arbiter of what's good and what's right and what's holy in the world. Twitter, the place that relishes in trying to destroy people's lives because of the anonymous nature of it and 280 characters, is treated like this hammer that can come down on anyone at any given time. People say dumb stuff. I've said so many dumb things on Twitter over the years, right? And people have reminded me of that, and that's okay. That's stupid stuff is said, right? Things I don't stand by anymore, obviously, but stupid things that I've said. But there are people out there that are forgiving of those, and there are people out there that aren't forgiving of those. But oftentimes, empathy gets lost in the process. I don't want there to be Roseanne on the air without Roseanne. I'm going to watch the show because I still like the characters. I'm going to see where it goes. And if it's not funny, the show's going to be axed relatively quickly. Now, what I'm thinking is going to happen is they're running these stories right now. I think they are, in fact, running these stories as a way to build up a possible comeback, right? Well, there's enough pushback from the viewer and the advertisers that they want Roseanne. By the way, Roseanne made the most money in ad spending during the season. It makes a lot of money for ABC, a lot of money. So what they should do at this point is they go, look, the show hasn't premiered yet. If she's dead or not, we don't know. She went in for knee surgery at the end of last season. She also was addicted to painkillers. We learned that too. That could be another arc. They could be ambiguous about what happened to her. If they are, okay, if she's dead, then she's dead. But if they're ambiguous about what happened to her, if they're just ambiguous about why she's gone, or they don't really mention it very often, then they're going to work on a way to bring her back into the fold. And I think that if the show starts tanking in the ratings and people are just screaming from the rooftops that they want Roseanne back, ABC might look at it and go, maybe we should find a way. But at the same time, Bob Iger, the CEO of all of Disney, came out and backed the firing. He backed the head of the television, firing Roseanne. Will they go back on that if they start realizing that money could be lost here? I don't know. I mean, the Disney Fox deal is at this point going through government regulators and it could be closed as soon as January 1st. So outside of any kind of just, governmental hiccups or whatever, or legal hiccups, it's not going to go anywhere. That's locked and loaded. So they could do that now if they were worried about that causing any impact to the deal. I don't know. Or Warner Brothers will scoop up Roseanne for a DCEU spinoff. Either way, it's going to be a party. But I am curious to know your thoughts on this one. Be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you guys made it this far, type in Roseanne into the chat so I know you guys made it. And definitely please leave your thoughts. I'm curious to know. If you guys haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe, and check back often for more content from me. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.